Smash the like button if you believe that the NXT career of Ricky Saints is already better than his career in All Elite Wrestling.
Hell yeah, Ricky Saints just became the new North American champion. That was a shot at Tony Khan, man. Also, that was a shot at Isaiah Swerve Scott. Hold on, how come Isaiah Swerve Scott never became a champion as fast as Ricky Saints? Hold on, no, I thought this company was racist. You see, that was a shot at Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's irony, right? The fact that Tony Khan chose Isaiah Swerve Scott over Ricky Starks, that is a fucking insult. I don't care what anybody else says. Ricky Saints is better than Isaiah Swerve Scott. How come Isaiah Swerve Scott never had that same success when he was in NXT? There's no excuse. What was his excuse? Last time I checked, Ricky Saints is black. Yes, Ricky Saints is a black man who is finding success in NXT. The same brand that Isaiah Swerve Scott talked shit about. You see, you was not that good. There's levels to this, Isaiah Swerve Scott. There's levels. You're not better than Ricky Saints. Hence why he became a champion as fast as he did. That's called talent. He's called a can't miss talent. I don't know why Tony Khan man missed on Ricky Saints. It's crazy how Ricky Saints was a day one guy in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. He's an OG. And for some strange reason, just because the audience loves to say, whose house? Swerve's house. And the fact that he has Prince Nana as his fucking manager, that's why he became a world champion. Only because of Prince Nana. But Swerve can't talk. To me, I think Swerve is a shit promo. I'm like, he's very monotone. He has no charisma. He has no personality. Prince Nana does all the talking. Prince Nana is better than Swerve Scott on the microphone. Hence why these two men were paired up. Every time Isaiah Swerve Scott comes out, to me, he gets no reaction unless Prince Nana is by his side. Those are facts. Look at the video. Go back and watch Nick Wayne versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. Go back and watch that match on Dynamite last summer. It was back when Prince Nana was injured. He was not on Dynamite with Swerve. Guess what? The audience gave no reaction to Swerve. Why? There's no Prince Nana. He's boring. He's plain. He's boring. He has no facials. He's not that good. But in that environment, yes, he's good for All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. That audience does not care about charisma. But in his case, he's boring. They only care about Prince Nana. They only cared about Adam Page in that feud. Before that feud, Isaiah Swerve Scott was boring. He was a low-tier mid-card guy. Nobody cared about Isaiah Swerve Scott until he got paired up with Prince Nana. These are facts. This makes Isaiah Swerve Scott look fucking stupid. The fact that in the same week, Isaiah said, oh yeah, they don't push black talent. Okay, in the same week, they just gave Ricky Saints the North American Championship. Ricky Saints has been here for over 5 minutes, and Shawn Michaels is giving him a monster push already. Look at Obafemi. Look at Trick Williams. Look at Javon Evans. All those men are better than Isaiah Swerve Scott. What part of that don't you understand? I can't believe some mark told me that Swerve is better than Javon Evans, fucking Carmelo Hayes, Femi, Trick. What are you watching? Those men have charisma and personality. That's why Shawn Michaels is giving them a monster push. Trick Williams is a 2-time NXT champion. How come Swerve Scott never did that? That's strange. But I thought this company was racist. Okay, let's go back to Carmelo Hayes for the past 4 years. He was the most pushed guy on the roster next to Braun Breaker. And now look at Trick Williams. Look at Javon Evans. Look at Obafemi. Just face it, Swerve. Those men are better. They don't care about your race. They care about your talent. In fact, Shawn Michaels mostly pushes black men. Yes, let that sink in. He mostly pushes black men on his roster. Look at Wes Lee. He's black. What does that tell you? You was not that good. Hence why Carmelo Hayes beat you for the North American Championship. And then your ass got caught up and then you was fired. Because you was not that good, you was boring, you was not that big. That's why you was released, especially when you was in NXT. Nobody liked Hit Row. I watched every episode. Nobody liked Hit Row. They were not over. The only guy that caught people's eyes was Isaiah Swerve Scott, but not by that much. He was still boring. He had no gimmick. What was his gimmick? So, like I said, he was not better than Carmelo Hayes. You cannot call this company racist if Carmelo Hayes was the most pushed guy on the roster. Look at Trick Williams. He's a main eventer. Look at Javon Evans. Every week, he's on TV. Look at Obafemi, the most dominant guy on the roster. You was not that good, Swerve. The fact that they gave Ricky Saints the North American Championship after 1 month in the company, what does that tell you, Swerve? You ain't that good. As a black man, you was not at the level of Ricky Saints, another black man. So fuck you and your racist bullshit. And the fact that Booker T was on commentary, he was on commentary watching another black man become the North American champion, Ricky Saints. Yes, I believe that was a shot at Tony Khan and Isaiah Swerve Scott. In fact, I heard that there's going to be a triple threat match with Obafemi, Trick, and Javon Evans for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. In fact, to my knowledge, this match will go down as the first black triple threat match for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship in NXT history. So 3 black men are about to make history, while Isaiah Swerve Scott is crying on DJ Vlad about, oh man, this company is racist. They don't book black talent on pay-per-views. Man, fuck you, man. You was not that good. These are the facts. So let me get this straight. Ricky Saints has been here for over 1 month, and this man just became the North American champion. Okay, let's compare that to Isaiah Swerve Scott. It took him over 3 years to become the North American champion. Wait a minute, hold on. I think Leon Ruff became the North American champion before Isaiah Swerve Scott. Like I said, man, fuck you, Isaiah Swerve Scott. A black man, Leon Ruff, became the North American champion before you. Also, to my knowledge, Swerve was in a feud against Leon Ruff. It's crazy how Swerve doesn't want to bring up the fact that Leon Ruff became the North American champion before him. This was when Triple H was booking the black and gold brand. So there's no excuse. There's no bias. He gave Leon Ruff the North American Championship over Isaiah Swerve Scott. Like I said, you was not that good. So how many black champions do we have in the World Wrestling Federation right now as we speak? We got Obafemi, we got Ricky Saints, we got the Street Profits, and most likely the New Day will beat the Royal Raiders for those tag team championships. We all know that. So count them in as black champions. You can tell that Shawn Michaels doesn't like Tony Khan, because every time somebody leaves All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling and they come to the World Wrestling Federation, Shawn Michaels gives them a monster push. Look at Dragon Lee. Look at Shawn Spears. Look at Brian Pillman Jr. Look at Ethan Page. Look at Ricky Saints. What about sexy ass Stephanie V, the same female who was forced to put over Sasha Banks at Forbidden Door? Dragon Lee became a North American champion. Ricky Saints, North American champion. Who else? Ethan Page, Shawn Spears. That is a shot at Tony Khan man as a booker. This man, Ricky Saints, he goes from being at home for almost a year, doing nothing, all depressed. Now look where he's at. This man is a North American champion in the biggest company in the world, the World Wrestling Federation. You people need to realize Isaiah Swerve Scott is very overrated. You could put any black man in that spot with Prince Nana. He does nothing besides put his hands in his pockets, while Prince Nana does all the work in his entrance. You could put me, Hobbs, Carmelo Hayes, Femi, Trick, Javon Evans. You can put any black man in that spot to walk to the ring with Prince Nana. Swerve, he's boring. Like I said, go back and watch that match with him versus Nick Wayne on Dynamite. There was no Prince Nana. The building was quiet. They gave him no reaction. Hell, you can pair up Prince Nana with Bobby Lashley, and I swear to you, Bobby will be just as over as Isaiah Swerve Scott. By the way, this man is obsessed with the World Wrestling Federation. I'm talking about Swerve Scott. This man is obsessed. Okay, type in Swerve Strickland interviews. That's all he does is talk about his time in the World Wrestling Federation. Bro, it's going on 4 years, man. You gotta move on. He sounds like a bitter ex. This man talks more about the World Wrestling Federation more than AEW. Let that sink in. This guy is obsessed with Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon, Triple H. Do not piss off Shawn Michaels. I think that's why Ricky Saints became the North American champion. Oh, so you want to cry about how NXT wasn't pushing black men? Okay, I'm going to push Ricky Saints just to throw it in your fucking face. Because it seems like Isaiah Swerve Scott took Ricky Stark's spot in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. We all know that. That was supposed to be Ricky Stark's spot. He was supposed to be a fucking main eventer. Now, do I consider the FTW Championship to be a real title to be proud of? Hell no, that's not a real belt. That was the only singles belt that Tony Khan felt like Ricky Starks was worthy of. The worthless FTW Championship. Yes, a fake, make-believe championship that doesn't exist and that is not recognized by the fucking company. That's the only belt that they gave Ricky Starks outside of the Tag Team Championships. So, how long do I think that Ricky Saints will hold the North American Championship? Maybe 5 months or 6 months. Because there's no reason for Starks to drop this belt. He needs to have a long title reign to be credible. But after 1 month in the company, this man has already had a better career in the World Wrestling Federation compared to his career in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. Tony Khan looks stupid right now. He doesn't know talent. Hell, he's pushing boring-ass Isaiah Swerve Scott, a man who has no charisma or personality whatsoever. It's not all about the fake pro wrestling. Fuck 5-star matches. You need charisma, personality, promo skills. Swerve has no connection with the audience. They just love Prince Nana. Prince Nana makes Swerve look interesting by comparison. This guy has a dull personality. What part of that don't you understand? Ricky Saints is better than Isaiah Swerve Scott. Like I said, both Shawn Michaels and Triple H, they think that Ricky Saints is better than Isaiah Swerve Scott. Case in point.